Hello Taurus, welcome to or welcome back to Mary and Kay Tarot. This is going to be your general reading for August 2025. Wow, can you even believe this? August, wow. So this month, what am I using? I am going to be using the wonderful Find Your Own Way Oracle by Ari Wisner and the Visionary Woman Tarot by the beautiful Kristine Gorman. Okay, so I will link where you can get the decks below. The Visionary Woman may not be available in the UK yet, but I know certainly it is coming up to its launch date in the United States and North America. So without further ado, let's get a card pulled from the Find Your Own Way Oracle. You know, I'm very fortunate, and I know the creator Ari of this oracle, and a couple of weeks ago I was actually down in London at the launch party for the deck, and I said to him, you know, every time I say the title of that, I really want to sing a Fleetwood Mac song like Go Your Own Way. And he was just laughing. He was like, oh Mary, and I was like, I know. Anyway, fun fact between me and you's collective Tauruses. Right, let's see what we got. We're going here. Okay, curiosity calls. Ooh. That's why I love using oracle decks, right? Because you can get all sorts of crazy stuff here. Okay, so you know, before, when I was settling down to do the reading for the Taurus Collective, I just kind of, you know, take some deep breaths into myself and just tune in. And I'm partially tuning into my own energy, so it's, you know, it's really easy for me to get into that headspace and that kind of a like psychic space, if you like, to look at my Taurus darlings. And what was coming up was there was genuinely a lot of doors. You know, it was like the only way I can describe what I seen was, it was like a hall of mirrors, only instead of mirrors, it was doors. Okay, so I'm kind of babbling right now because this card actually freaked me out a bit, like, because of my what I seen in the meditation. So please bear with me. Please bear with. I'll be with you shortly. But yeah, I think, you know, that curiosity, and I think it can be, you know, often as children we're allowed to have that childlike, you know, curiosity, but as we get older, it's sort of it's kind of stamped out of us, isn't it? You know, it's like curiosity then becomes nosiness, and that's not a good thing. And some people, you know, it's like, you need to be curious. You know, it's how we ask questions. You know, if you're curious about a subject, you know, you ask questions, you go and find out about it. You go, you know, maybe online, or, you know, wherever you want to go. I mean, do people still go to libraries? I love the library. But anyway, that's me. You know, maybe go to a bookshop, you know, maybe lose yourself in a bookshop. But essentially what I feel like this card is saying, over the month of August, just be curious in your surroundings. You know, like, if you've maybe lived in the same place for a long time, right? So here's the thing. In your town or city, right, if you've maybe lived there maybe you've been born there, you know, and you've always lived there, and you're kind of like, oh, well, I know everything and I'm really bored of this place. Imagine you have got a friend coming from out of town or another country or whatever, okay, and you want to show off where you live, right? You want to show off the place, because there's always things of interest, you know, that we just take for granted wherever we live. And so imagine you're a tourist. So be a tourist in your own town, and, you know, have that curiosity. Look at things from a beginner's view, you know, or a stranger's view. You know, like, where would you take a person? You know, what restaurant would you take them to? what bar, what store, you know, what attraction would you take them to? Because there's always something, you know, like, is there a park, or is there, you know, like some kind of a famous something, you know. That's where I'm going with that, you know, just kind of a check in with yourself and see where you can reignite your curiosity about something, okay? So, let's just get into the reading proper and see. And we've got a wee Taurus card up here. Incidentally, these are for the Astrosoul. These are for Astrosoul, the Astrosoul astrology oracle cards. I think that's... But I will drop a link there. These were a limited edition, the holographic foil, so, but they're available in gold, and they're stunning. So I will link them as well, because they're beautiful, and it's an absolutely incredible website with lots of beautiful things. So, Taurus, what's happening? What's happening for Taurus in August 2025? Please, can we have some cards? Let's just use the general energies. What does Taurus need to know? Okay, I've got the Lovers. Page of Pentacles. Six of Wands. Seven of Pentacles. Ace of... oh, hello. And the Ten of Wands. Oof. Never get it easy, do we? And then there we go. We're showing up for ourselves yet again in the King of... oh, sorry, no, we're no... it's the Knight of Pentacles. My apologies. We're not showing up for ourselves, but Virgo. Virgo is. Hi, Virgo. Our cross watcher. Hi. Hello, Virgo. We love you, Virgo. Genuinely did love a Virgo once upon a time. I loved him with all my heart. Anyway, that's for another day. That's for a... That's not the conversation we'll be having. Right, okay, what have we got here? As I say, we have got the Lovers, we have got the Page of Pentacles, we've got the Six of Wands, nice wee bit of celebration going on here. Seven of Pentacles, showing up for herself, Saturn in Taurus. If you're the third decan of Taurus, hi, I feel you. Ace of Wands, well, hey, and the Ten of Wands. Yes, there must always be a struggle, because if it's not hard, we don't want it. Do we, Taurus? I.e., maybe I should rephrase that. If it's not difficult, we don't want it. let's rephrase that. Look at me having had too much sunshine. Okay, so what am I feeling here? There is, over the course of August, there is going to be opportunities, right? There's always opportunities every time, but this feels like, you know, see that curiosity? And just remember, you know, if anybody's thinking curiosity killed the cat, the second line of that phrase is, but satisfaction brought it back. Okay, fun fact for you. It feels like, you know, there's this opportunity, there's an opportunity to celebrate, but you need to choose to celebrate. So you need to choose to go on the journey to get to the celebration. Now, that's how I'm reading these in very like superficial terms, right? And I don't mean to be blasé about this, Taurus, right? But you know what? It's in the northern hemisphere anyway. It's summertime, right? Let's just let our hair down a bit, you know. Let's just have some fun. My southern hemisphere darlings, it's winter. Maybe you need somebody to come and heat you up. I'm just saying. Maybe you need to inject some fire into your life. Maybe you need to find a Virgo. Who knows? But what is certainly coming up here is definitely that need to just let your hair down and just, you know, enjoy the hard work, you know, enjoy the work that you have put in. It's like we've got this Seven of Pentacles, and what I like about this particular Seven of Pentacles is we can see the fruits of our labour, you know, and it's like all of these pentacles are on They're still on the flower plant. I'm not sure. I'll need to ask Kirsten. But it seems hopeful to me. You know, it feels like it's hopeful. Whereas in the traditional Waite-Smith tarot, in the Seven of Pentacles, you look at it and you're like, oh, well, is he happy or is he sad? You know, is he disappointed? Is he melancholy? You know, this feels hopeful. And I'm not sure if it's an orchid or I'm really crap with flowers, right? For a Taurus, I am not going. I've got a black thumb, I think. But that's what it feels like. You know, it feels like here, and it almost feels like, you know, this plant is dancing. You know, that's kind of what I'm seeing. You know, this flower, it's like it's just dancing. It's just kind of swaying and having a good time. And you know, it's like there is very much this choice here, right, with the lovers. So are we going to choose to be happy? Are we going to choose to just keep going the way we've been going? You know, because whilst obviously we cannot be sunshine and unicorns all the time, absolutely not. But you know what? Need I remind you, Uranus has left Taurus, right? We get a reprieve until the 7th of November, okay? But we get a reprieve. We get the summer off, okay? We've had the last Venus-Uranus conjunction square, whatever, with Uranus being in Taurus. We're not going to have that again in our lifetimes, unless you live to about 160 or something, I don't know. Or 180, I think it is. Whatever it is, right? We're not going to live that long. Unless we turn into robots, but let's not talk about that. So, let's enjoy ourselves. Let's just let our hair down, enjoy ourselves, choose to be happy. It's Leo season. Yes, Leo is a sign that's square to us, but if you know a Leo, you can't help but love Leos, right? And what I've just realised is the creator of this deck and the creator of this deck are both Leos, right? So literally the essence of this message, the essence of the cards this month is for Leos telling us to go and have fun, right? And I know that times can be hard, and I know that, you know, not everybody is in a position to just be free and easy. You know, we've all got challenges. We've all, you know, there's some days we wake up and we're just not feeling like being the life and soul, and that's absolutely fine, you know. But find joy wherever you can, as much as possible. You know, like even if it's just watching, I don't know, like a bird tending to its nest, or, you know, like rootling about looking for worms or whatever it is birds eat, you know. Just finding joy in the little things and choosing to find joy in the little things. But this Ace of Wands, it's just this powerful fiery energy. So, you know, maybe there is a opportunity this month. It does feel like for some Tauruses, okay, I'm going to read it like I would read it if it was an individual person, and there is an opportunity here for some Tauruses in the month of August. Maybe have a wee summer romance. You know, maybe there's a wee fling, there's a wee dalliance going to pop up somewhere. Now, is it going to lead to something more permanent? I don't know. You know, we can't give guarantees for anything, but I mean, it's with the Knight of Pentacles here. You know, it could be a slow burner. There could be that initial spark with the Ace of Wands and the Lovers, and then the Six of Wands as well. But then you maybe think, oh, all is lost with this 10 of Wands. But then, well, you just don't know. You know, so get out there, whatever that feels like, whether it's horrendous dating apps, whether it's something a bit weird and wonderful. Right, so here's the thing. I seen online the other day there where it was like blind dating dinner. Right, and you went, it's such a Taurus thing. It must have been a Taurus that invented it. So you sign up, you answer some questions, and they match you with other people. And they don't tell you where you're going until like 24 hours before you're meant to go, and you meet a group of people. Like, I think it's like maybe like four. It's small, you know. It's not like a big massive crowd, but it's like 4 or 5 people or something, and you go and have dinner, you know, and it's complete strangers, and you don't know them, but personality wise, like, interest wise, you've been kind of a put together, and you pay for it, and you go and see what happens, you know. So that could be something that you try. But it just feels like, just be curious, and what will be will be. And, you know, don't go with a huge plan. I know it's really important for some people to have like a semblance of a plan, because it's nurturing and caring, and less anxiety inducing. So what to do is plan as much as you can, but still be curious. You know, plan enough that you're not anxious, but leave room for adventure to happen. Okay, Taurus, that is what I've got for you for the month of August. Have fun and be good, and don't do anything I wouldn't do, which leaves you loads of scope. Okay. Also want to give a shout out to the incredible Maria Alves Hernando, who covered for Taurus last month. Thank you all so much for giving her such a lovely warm welcome and looking after her, and it's so good to be back. Right, my darlings, take care, bye.